Hello, peoples. Sorry I'm a wee bit late. I'm mainly sorry to the people in Australia because, oh, actually, it might work out better. I don't know, but um, or other time zones, yeah, but just basically shit hams. Right, okay, so um, one of those days, one of those weekends. Right, 1 hour. Highly unlikely. I'm going to put 2 hours on that, right? Because I'm coming on again, right? So, wait a minute, I'm just going to change the hashtags a bit. It always puts in the same. I think it's because I never use the laptop. Like, do you know what I mean? Other than to do this, I need to go in and change what it is. Although, let's face it, it's not going to be wrong. It is always about, oh, fucking hell, me, I can't be arsed. I actually really can't be bothered. Right. Okay. So let's hope some people come. No, you should be able to hear me. I was going to think, shit, am I talking my shit? I've not got a mic on, but maybe we'll just not use the mic. I'll put the mic on for I'll put the mic on for the Cancer fourth house. I'm just thinking I was going to do this first. Right, okay, so if you've never, I need to check though. I always need to check just because of what's happened. There's literally no reason why people shouldn't hear me, but there's always something going on. I actually wanted to just wait until a few people, um, let's just send our prayers out to Colombia and that terrible earthquake. I was seeing stuff about it earlier. Look, fucking terrifying. Again, it just is the Book of Revelations. I've just been saying that since 2020. It's just anybody could see that. I think some people are in denial if you think it's not that. Um, but yeah, and everywhere else, because there's loads of things happening all over the world, whether it's to do with weather or whether it's natural weather or controlled weather, or and it's not going to stop anytime soon. So yes, prayers everywhere. And I believe I heard that England's got some major heat warnings there too. I saw like it was like a mini tornado. I think they call it a dust devil somewhere in London in one of the big parks. I was like, shit, that looked pretty scary too. I'd be fucking running if that was it. Imagine you're just sunbathing and like it wasn't like a massive tornado, but it was like a significant kind of size of a lamppost kind of swirling dust storm. So it would be very good if you were contacts anyway. So anyway. Um and it's not funny either, but you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like the shocking, like, "Fuck, what the hell is that?" But people must have been intrigued. They were like running about beside it and that. I'm like, this isn't a joke. But anyway, um, I may be checking the sound. This is someone else's live. This is funny. Let's see. There. Yes, and as you could tell, I was, hello, no, you're actually right on time to me. I actually, when I arrived, said sorry in particular to you. Well, I said people in Australia, but I meant you. Um, but does this work out a bit better? Like, I literally just arrived, so you're not late at all. It's just been, like I said, it's been a fucker of a weekend, and I know it has been for you too. And yes, it's been, yes, very stressful, the whole thing. And again, I'm not going to get into it because it's my business. It's nothing serious either. But when you are very sensitive like me, which is what I always says, I'm not going to fucking apologize for that. It's a part of who I am. And I'm a divine feminine and there's not many divine feminines that do hold energy like I do. Um, there's a few of us, and so even the slightest thing can really sort of rattle me and shake me up. But I'm very patient and all of that. And kind I can't stand kind of. yeah, rudeness and shit like that and disrespect and just kind of, yeah, it just, rattles my fucking cage a little bit. So, but we're all right. We're all good and we'll do this and that'll clear the energy and we're all good. But I'm in, I'd say I'm in, yeah, tower moment. Yeah, just look down at that deck and so I'd say I'm in my shadow. That's 100%. So what I mean is I just mean I'm not feeling too happy, clappy, la-di-da. I'm feeling pretty Cali energy, if you know what I mean. So there's a lot of the thing is when I'm angry, because it doesn't happen a lot, it is I really do go into that kind of goddess Kali, or goddess Isis energy. Which oh my God, I just realised I did not use the goddess Isis cards on the Lionsgate portal. We could use them tonight. But yeah, it's my healed shadow. So it's just again um, strong boundaries, not putting up with shite, but we don't tend to get that around here anyway, because if we do, I nip it in the bud. Such a good feelings on. Are you taking the piss, Telly? Um, but anyway, and again, like I said, a Cancer moon, I don't like it. Makes me a bit moody. I'm a bit moody. So if you can put up with me being a bit moody, I won't be moody to use, but if you can, it's my life is on now too. That's hilarious. It's my life. Can't remember the rest of the words. Um, we'll just give this a wee shuffle. So, right, so if you've never watched Mediumship Monday before, it's called that for a reason. We're going to show up. I'm going to do a bit of collective energy. If loved ones in spirit want to show up, they show up. If they don't, they don't. I can't control it. Obviously, my main intention would be I would very, very much like to connect to Emma, whoever Emma is that's been talking to me for ages now. Because Tini, if you'd missed that, like Tini had let me know that she's got a cousin in the spirit world, and so I just said in the comments where you sorry Tani, I'm saying it like that so that everybody knows, do you know what I mean? And I'd said, is where you best friends for two because I felt it was more like a best friend because I'll know that like I'll know when she's here because I'll be get my eyes will be getting pulled up there and stuff. Um, but I felt like it was someone's best friend, but it makes sense if it was your cousin and a best friend. And then before I forget, so I think we're getting into it already. Because like I said, it's more than likely going to be you, but I need to, we need to get some more evidence um to prove that basically that's but I'd say because your family like to come to me all the time, the chance pretty high. Because like I say, guys, I know it isn't fair, right, if you're a bit shyer, but see when you chat in the chat, it is going to up the chances of me picking up on your loved ones in spirit if you're open to it. So it's that might be a wee incentive for those of you that like to watch and not talk. I understand. I totally understand because, like I said, um, that's me 95% of the time. Like I've said before, I'm no sharing where I like to talk because that's my places. If I bump into the same places, fine. It happens. It's not happened yet, but I'm not wanting to put that out there. But I don't, there's not really very many I thought like, like I'm thinking one place right now. Um, so I do get it, but it's safe and it's fun and blah 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 blah. And particularly with Mediumship Monday, they're more likely to come in. So that's to get everybody up to speed. Basically, I have been seeing Emma on the main character in Once Upon a Time that I'm binge watching. It's called Emma, and it's basically literally all based around Emma, which is kind of funny too, because it's not that funny, but it's all based on like past lives and timelines and the past, the present, the future. And so I suppose it doesn't matter she's called Emma because it is modern too. But what I was saying is it's like, of all the names, why Emma? But I suppose it could have been any name. But I always thought when I watched it, it was quite funny. I was like, I wonder why they chose Emma. But I mean, why not? You know what I mean? I can feel whoever Emma is being like, because it's the best name. But and then what I'd realised was I had been seeing clips of One Day, which did link to the channelings for all the love stuff that comes through, which I'm a bit of a problem that I'm a twin flame healer because I absolutely cannot fucking be arse bringing. I'm not. I can't be bothered bringing through all that shit again. We know how much I love that little Two of Cups card that keeps coming out. It's hilarious how much it keeps coming out. But I can't be bothered. So, but I suppose I'm going to have to be bothered because that's what I'm going to be doing after this. Um, but like I've got a feeling that one, the one I'm going to do after this, I've got a feeling the theme is going to be it's always every single time it's a Cancer moon, it's kind of a good thing that I'm feeling like this because I think it's good. I always bring things to do with like narcissistic mothers or like basically that's always what comes through, or like mothers, like maybe exes that are causing you bother or something, or both in some bad cases. Nasty females is basically what I always pick up because the moon rules Cancer, Cancer moon. It's Monday. Mondays are Cancer too. The moon as well. So I mean, it's all going on. It's a very emotional day. Even if I hadn't had a few things to piss me right off, it's not all going in our favour if things are pissing you off. So if anybody else needs reason for why things might be getting to you too. So, because a few people, I've been talking to people through email, and I know Tony, you're feeling it too. If you are feeling like, look, I've had just about a fucking enough, and then it might even be something that you shouldn't even let bother you, that you're like, and the lid fucking blows off the kettle, and you're like, fuck this. And that's kind of like me, like, I shouldn't be letting what's, but it's just, I'm like, like I said, there's an opposition today too that I spoke about earlier, like, Venus and Libra opposite Neptune and Aries. And I feel there's a lot of stuff about the balance between being assertive and being a people pleaser. And yeah, I think if there's mix-ups and miscommunications, I bet you there could have been a lot of arguments and emotions as well, because Cancer's emotional, and it's a bit shitty energy really. It's because eclipse season's intense, so just fucking hold on to your seats, because literally the weather things are showing us the energy. Like, unfortunately, like, I mean, that's what happens to eclipses. There's always big major weather events. So I've got no idea about geography, right? I'm a seer, I'm a psychic, I'm a medium, I'm a shaman, I'm all these things. And quite often I'll be getting spoken to about a country or a place, and I don't even fucking know where it is. And then the thing happens after I'm being told about it. I was like, it would be helpful if you tell me a place, that you tell me what's going to fucking happen there. Sometimes it happens, like where they tell me before, but it can be just as frustrating. Oh, I know why I'm talking about this. Because in Once Upon a Time, one of the episodes, like, it triggered me in a good way to think about, like, for a lot of people who don't understand how all this works, right? I'm just going to talk about it now because the more I talk, like, it's giving Emma more of a chance to come in. And also, it's not just, anyone else. This isn't just, I just done that to be funny in the title, although we are really wanting Emma to come in. Like, there was an episode with a seer, right? So in that episode, like, the woman's got, it's a wee girl that's got no eyes, right? I know, creepy. Lots of it gets creepier the more the episodes go on. But her eyes are on her hands, and she's a seer, right? That's what I am. So think yourself lucky that's not how I'm showing up. But anyone else on this platform that's a true seer for that matter. Oh God, fan? How dare you? You didn't hear how loud that was. That was really loud. The fan's pissed off too. Um, if you don't mind, this was very expensive. It was £15 on Amazon. £15, £15, you know what I mean? It's fucking been going for years. It's pretty good. Makes me look like I'm in a music video. Except today I look like I've been dragged through a hedge and all of that. I just thought, you know what? I thought I'm not fucking putting makeup on. But then I thought, you know what I mean? I just put a tiny bit of mascara on and my lip balm, and I'm like, right, we need to go. And my eyebrows. I put on my eyebrows, which is weird because I've had makeup on all day. I always do them too dark. I know that, but whatever. Ace of Pentacles. So there's a gift coming to you, a gift from God, a gift from the universe. And there we go, look. Queen of Cups in reverse, narcissistic mother energy, narcissistic female energy in general. So coming through strong, probably in the story that I do after this. But yes, what it was, right? I'll look at my notes to remind me. Sorry, Tania, I know you're talking away in the chat. I will look, but it's kind of like, you know, in this episode. So actually, to be honest, this might be part of it. So look, thank you. So tune in and listen to what I'm saying, because this might already be Emma coming in, like, with whatever I'm saying. Because, and I even did think about this, because like I said, it's without me going into the reason why, like, things have annoyed me, like over the weekend and stuff. Like, it's if there's been a point to it, then it makes me feel a wee bit better, and it could have something to do with like a memory or something. So we'll see where this goes. But in that episode, right, like, so we I've already went over what Once Upon a Time is, so to be honest, I'm not going to do that again. It's basically nails it when I say past, present, future timelines gets very confusing, even if you've been watching it for ages. Um, Oh, I know it's something good is gonna happen. So that song's just came on. So I feel that is for, connected to the recipient. So that might be to you, Tanine. I feel like it is, but we will need to establish this. But something good is going to happen because that's Utah Saints. It's on just now. Somehow remember, Becca's mum might be hanging around here as well because she likes to come in, and I'm weirdly somehow remembering that I'm sure it's Becca really likes that song too. I might be wrong, but I'm sure that Becca likes that song too. Um, but yeah, basically in this episode, right? So there's the character called Mr. Gold, and that noise is really annoying me. Why is it doing that? Why are you making that noise? Can you see? This is everything's annoying me. Tetchy, I think is the word. What I need to do, guys, is after this, probably when I get off about 12:30 or 1 or something, I need to go to sleep and I need to just sleep and just get absorbed in Once Upon a Time again. And thank God, are you fucking kidding me? Right, okay, so at least, right, so this is, we're going to start getting memories from her soon because amazing. So that is the only, look at that's, so I hope Rebecca's mum is here too because they might have only got me to connect the dots with the song, making me think of Becca liking the song. Even funnier if she doesn't, but I'm pretty sure she does. To make me think, but I feel Becca's mum is here, so if Becca comes in, I'm sure we'll tap into her too. But thank you if you're not hanging about, you just because she definitely sort of came in. But yeah, you see how it's like that's the only other woman's name I've said, and that's Emma's sister. So 100% that's will definitely work with that. Um, but um, so that was good for you to spot that because you see that's what I mean. I like to teach people as I go because if you're new around here, I've got my own. You can call it like psychic class or mediumship school, or but I called it. I always forget the name and mix up the words, but I think it was. Oh, it was either. I think it was activate, awaken, and amplify your clairs because that's what I do in personal sessions and even on here. But on that Zoom where I help you all do that. I jump in and out of the Zoom rooms and it's really fun. So again, if people want me to do that, email me and let me know, or let me know in the chat, or let me know in the comments. Don't know when the hell we're going to do it, to be honest, but but I would do even just do a one-off because I usually like to do it where I do 4 of them in a month. But we haven't ran it for years because there wasn't enough interest. There was always like 1 or 2. And um well, when it gets into August, it's like it is good energy for it, but I just want to have fun in that. I do have fun doing that. And although it's only like the once I go out, do you mean I'm just always so excited to go out that I'm like, I'm just seriously today, that's what I text my best pal and I was like, that fucking night out can't come fucking soon enough. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just yeah. Um but um Anyway, so good. That was the only way they got that was to get Rebecca out. So we've got that. So I'm going to finish the seer story, right? So anyway, long story short, he is about to go to war, right? So he's about to go to war, and he doesn't know his wife is pregnant. And the seer says, you're in a really creepy way. She's like, um, she's got a really sort of creepy voice, and she's like, your wife is with child. But what does she say? She says your son is going to be left fatherless. Now, of course, regardless of gender, if you were about to go into war and you were uncertain what was going to happen, and you were told that, you would assume that would mean you were about to die, wouldn't you? I mean, let's face it. Um, but the whole thing with his character is he's a coward. Like he keeps running from things because he was the same character that I said. He could have went down the portal with his son. Doesn't sound fun though, does it? And he cowards out of it and he leaves his son to go to another realm and he stays and then he's like, babe, I want to come with you. It's too fucking late. When the door shuts and you're not going to see the person again, or you might never see them for 10 years, whatever. That's what portals are all about. And we're still in the Lionsgate portal until Wednesday. So again, this could have, it could have relevance and symbolic of opportunities are about now, and if you don't take it, the doors close. I don't know. With love, work, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. Um, because eclipses are that too. Eclipses are my favourite. By the way, I'm observing myself and I know I'm bouncing around here, there, and everywhere, but get used to it. It's because it's Leo sun and not so much the Cancer moon, but it's because it's Leo sun, makes my energy even more heightened and it's coming in really quickly. And did Emma used to talk really fast, or someone around her? Like, I feel there's some sort of relevance here, which isn't that's not that. I don't know if that is that common. Some Australian people talk really slow and some talk really fast. So I don't know. I mean, you can let me know. I'm not kind of. I'm going to read everything you said after. I'm just sort of blurting this all out. Um, but yeah, basically, so he runs. He goes home. Oh, but actually, before he goes home, it's a horror. Like I muted it. He like grabs a hammer or something like that, a pickaxe or something, and he like fucking hurts his own foot, right? So that it looks like he's been injured. That song, Finally It Has Happened to Me right in front of my bit, like that's just came on as well. So all those films are like, all those songs are building a theme of something good happening. But I mean, to be fair, the sort of collection of songs is called Such a Good Feeling. So, sorry, I'm watching me dance on delay, so that distracts me. Um, but yeah, so anyway, when he gets home, his wife's like, can't even look at him and she's ashamed and stuff. And he's like, he's like, I think oh, that's it. He must have been away a while because when he bursts in, she's already got the bairn. So it's like, yeah, she's holding a baby. And so obviously he's not met his son yet. But she can't even look at him. And he's like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Is this my son and stuff? And she's like, don't even bother. Do you know what I mean? But like in the kind of, American kind of olden days, whatever they would have said. And she was just like, "Is it true? Everybody's talking about, is it true?" And he's like, "Did you injure yourself to make so that you could come home? Because that's how they got to go home." And then, so he says what the seer said. But anyway, long story short, right? Like, and then eventually the wife leaves him and stuff, and it's just, I think the wife actually leaves him and the son, but but and then they're really close, and then he abandons it. So basically, the son's then got a complex because he's abandoned. So you have to keep up with the whole thing, right? And trust me, it's actually quite hard to keep up with it anyway. But the point is, what the seer saw, she just said what she saw, like what I do, and like what other real ones do. And I keep saying what other real ones do because there's a lot of fake ones. So it's your job to discern who's who. And I'm sure you can, but be careful because there's a lot of deception around it. But she had simply just said what she saw, right? And what she heard and stuff. What it actually was of course he did become the boy did become fatherless, but at the age of like I think he's maybe 12 there or something, 11 or 12, because the dad didn't go down the portal. So you see what I mean? It's not always what you think. So he wasn't going to die in the war. So it's kind of like, oh, you know what I mean? So it was like I got a huge download. I was like, wow, like. So it could be something like, someone has had, and I did actually bring this through. I think it was on the last live stream, or one of the last ones, that someone's had a mediumship reading or they've watched a general reading or something and they've put two and two together and came up with the wrong number or came up, it's not, basically it wasn't yours, or, the reading that you've had. It doesn't mean it isn't accurate, but it's the fact that the seer is only saying what they see too. And remember, not all psychics and mediums are actual, like us. I can only talk for myself, so I'm only going to talk for myself, but I'm just stating that I actually know other people that are seers as well, that are genuine ones. Not many, if I'm honest. Probably count on one hand people that I know that are genuine seers, whether I know them in person or online. But ancient seers kind of thing. Um, Men, some men can be that too, but it's that kind of you've got to. It reminds me of, right now they're jumping to a film I watched. It was so shit. I told you about it because that's what I do, and it was, I can't even remember that. No, it was something called like White Pony or something like that, and it was the shittest, most boring bullshit I've ever seen. It was really really bad, right, really bad, but. It had that Jenny whatever. Oh, that's one of my favorites. Rhythm is a dancer. That's quite a good play. I'm going to record that playlist because there's only about five music channels now. They're all shite, but that's quite good. Um, But yeah, she goes to a psychic in that film. Sorry, I am going to stop at some point and read this, but this is for Emma. Emma's coming, she's already, gave me the Rebecca thing. Um, and the psychic says to the woman or something like, when the guy that's just dumped you for that other person, he's not the real person. The person that's your true love is going to come, is going to come and rescue you. It's something like in white. Would it be like on a white pony or, something to do with I can't remember how she words it, right? And long story short, right, because the film's so shit, I wouldn't honestly waste your breath watching it. The one that I thought, what in the point? Like, it's not often they guide me to watch something and there's no fucking point to it. The point came right at the end, and I was like, right, now I'm glad I watched it. Right at the end of the film, she's not kind of appreciating that this guy that's been, it's like the best friend that's been helping her with everything, that's fallen in love with her, all that kind of shit. His his trainers were called White Pony. So do you know what I mean? It was like it wasn't a white pony. It was his trainers were white pony. So this is what I'm being given is loads of different examples of. It's not always what you think. So, and then that leads me to things I wrote down from one of the episodes last night, and it was like, because one of the ones I watched last night, oh my God, do you know, I think I've finally like made myself sick of the Prince Charming and Snow White stuff because it's making me want to like it's making me want to vomit now. At first I was like, oh my God, it's so romantic, and now I'm like, no, no more, please. I'm going to be sick. This is just getting sickening now. It's because they're always like, I'll find you. Charming, I'll find you. And it's like, always. And it's like, oh my God, this is just like, and then one of them dies and comes back to life, and then the other one dies and they come back to life, and then somebody's fucking son dies and comes back to life, and then someone's mum dies and comes back to dad. And it's weird. Fucking weird, but it's a great series. But that seriously is what it's like. And the last one I just watched, one had to sacrifice himself to save someone else. And then sorry, spoiler alert if you want to watch it. And then it was like, but someone worked out that was like, because we're so in love, if I take my own heart out and then give you half, we'll both live. And then they both like, you know what I mean? If only life was that simple. Your heart's broken, so I'm just going to take my heart out. Here, keep half and you can have half. Do you know what I mean? It's not quite like kidneys. And we can't be doing fucking poor. They literally rip their hearts out. Anyway, it's fairy tale land, so anything can happen. But right, I'm sure some of these quotes are gonna be relevant. So this is it. They're a reminder that our lives will get better if we just hold on to hope. Your happy ending may not be what you expect, but that is what will make it so special. Can't remember who said that, to be honest. I think it was probably Snow White. She's beyond cheesy. So the funny thing is, people always liken me to Snow White, but that actor, they're all brilliant actresses, especially the wee boy. See the wee boy that's called. If Henry's in this, I'm gonna see if you say someone's called Henry, I'm gonna be like. But the wee boy Henry is quite funny because as the series goes on, his voice breaks, and it's like, oh my God, this is awkward. Because it's meant to be jumping back to the past, and that it's like, well, in the past his voice wasn't like that. But he's such a good actor because in one of the episodes he has to pretend like he's turned evil and the guy swaps souls with him, and he's so convincing. It's like, wow, I don't know. Honestly, I'm really impressed with that. But yeah, happy endings aren't always what we think they will be. Villains don't get happy endings. I quoted that in the post today. What have I put here? The whole town and memories are erased and it changes the past, present, and future. Right. So basically this has actually got to do with the next live stream I'm doing, that timeline shifts and all of that's merging. Um, well, maybe things work out when they're supposed to. Maybe it's all about timing. That was Sean Maguire. He's hot. To the evil queen. Never mind that she's just literally ended practically everyone in her sight. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I'll date you. Like, what the he's Robin Hood. It's just like, ugh. And don't even get me started. There's one thing I don't want to talk about, but it was quite scary that I clocked. In one of the episodes, they made a reference to something that reminds me of the E-files, if you know what I'm saying. Because there's all this kind of Yeah, it was like they slipped it in there, but again, as much as I like this series, it's, in all films and programs and everything, it's just telling you the truth about it. Like I said, although that stuff's all very fairy tale and fantasy and all that, there is portals exist. That's what shamans are here. You know what I mean? That's what we done on the Lionsgate portal. It was a portal to your highest timeline. It's a good portal, but there's people that open up bad portals. I wouldn't be surprised actually if that earthquake's happened because of the CERN and bad portals that are being opened because eclipse seasons. eh, Trust, protect your energy on Wednesday because eclipses are no joke. It's huge opening the door. Basically, Wednesday is a huge door opening to a couple of weeks of fuck knows what, because that's what eclipses always are. Shake-ups, make-ups, breakups, craziness. So be prepared. And then it'll all end with my favourite moon of all not, the Pisces full moon eclipse at the end of the month. Um, and then small changes have consequences. So yeah, this is all going to be relevant in the next live stream I'm doing too. So I'm going to try and home it in to get back to Emma. But I feel, it's sort of all weirdly merged. I don't know how, but um so I don't know if there could. So again, so Tani, we're going to home in. Oh, I can see that the things are thinging here. Um, I feel like that last line might be something significant about Emma. So I don't know if maybe you can think of a memory of something where, an action has had a consequence, like a bad consequence. But again, don't give me too much detail. Just say yes, like I can take that. And then I'll ask her, what I'll ask her to tell me to say things. But for everyone, for the collective, it's true. Like because in that episode last night, like Emma and her boyfriend, who's Captain Hook, go back go back to wait a minute, Back to the Future. They're from the future and they go to the past and they're kicking about and they're trying to hide from their past selves. From his past self. She's not in the past. She's trying to hide from her mum because she's not been born yet, as you do. Um, and they change the future because Snow White is meant to fall out the branch, and then she has an argument with her true love. The couple that it makes you a bit sickening by the time you've seen a couple of series. You're like, oh my God, this is getting a bit sickening. Um, but because Emma snaps a branch, and then Snow White runs away, and she was like, oh my God, what have I just done? Because that means I've just stopped my mum and dad from meeting. So you see how that could, I feel everything I've just said, it's annoying how they keep doing it. It's going to feed into the Cancer fourth house one. But anyway, I'm going to read the chat and we're going to home in on Emma. And if I need the cards, I'll use them. But um, so, for anyone that's new, you can see how this works, right? It's not often, it's not all the time that I have a lead, but because Emma's been coming through and I'm like, look, who the fuck's Emma? Like, does anybody know Emma's? And then Tani said, and it's obviously is Tani. But like I said, if anyone else is connected to Emma and can take this too, it could be for you too, so you can just listen in. And then, I'll hopefully another couple of people will come in. Or if not, we'll just do some collective and then I'll crack on with I'm gonna actually set up I'll crack on with the other one because like it's not like I've not got anything to do tomorrow, but I just yeah, actually I've not got anything to do tomorrow. I don't need to, but anyway, I don't want to be all night because there's a new baby next to me. I don't, it's really weird. I haven't heard, well actually I suppose I've been away all weekend, but I've newborn baby's crying. I'm not hearing the baby crying, but there's lovely pram and everything, so whatever. But it's good to know that I can't hear. Maybe they can't hear me if I can't hear. But I'm in a shamanic portal anyway, so they can't hear me. So I fell asleep and snoozed my alarm. Yeah, that's fine. I was actually saying to you as I came in and I was brushing my teeth, I was saying to Nia, I'm coming, you know, I'm just running a bit late. And then I was like, actually, this might work out better. So I'm moody anyway. That's hilarious. Love that song, Bon Jovi. What one was it? I don't know if it was. What one did I say? I don't think it was Bon Jovi, but or maybe it's the same name, but I didn't see. Uh, no, it's fine. I'm open. Don't mind. Yeah, I'm fully understand. I hope it's. I hope if it's not my Emma, then I hope her family member she's looking for comes forward so she can say, yeah, but clearly is yours because of the Rebecca thing. There's no such thing as coincidence. If that's the second female name I said, and that's her sister, 100% that's her. I'm glad you told me the reason. I was losing my mind. Um, and that made me think of JJ because he left his son fatherless and didn't know he was going to be a dad. I know that is so tragic. And JJ, you're welcome to come and talk to. Um, She did, but she was very energetic. But oh shit, right. I've just remembered before I've got to the end of the chat, right? Because I came in and it's like I was trying to I was trying to be in a better mood basically, and but I feel she made me, well, she definitely made me do it. I put on that song and it was really loud, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I needed. And it was that one that I told you about, voicemails from Isabel. Sorry, I'll try to resist saying how shit the title is, but I can't. Every time I say it, I'm like, the title of the film annoys me because it is a really good film and it could put you off watching it. And the song that's like played throughout that is Robin. I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Whoa. Oh, that's not, but you know what I mean? It's like, I'm just dancing on my own. And it's quite good if you're angry. Next time I'm angry, I'm going to put that on again. But it was like, it's good because, right, to home it in. Although I do think they're doing a dual thing here. They're doing a Gemini thing because I do think that song's going to be relevant to the fourth house message, but shelf that just now. The Love I Lost has just come on. That's probably relevant too. Because remember, Cancer's sad too, so it usually brings through the sad messages when I do that one. Um, it's more when it comes to Emma and you, or it could be Emma and Rebecca. So you, or maybe it's all three of you actually. But I'm assuming she's going to be talking about you and her. But it could be now I know she's got a sister. It could be her and her sister. That would make more sense because it is sisters in the film. But you can tell me it's family, you know what I mean? The thing is, when you're doing mediumship, sister, cousin, I'm close with, I was very close with my cousins when I was wee, and I'm still best pals with one of my cousins. And you know what I mean? If I see my other one, we get on like a house on fire. So I've got loads of cousins, but you know what I mean? I've got one that and actually, and then her sister I'm really close with too, but they live in England. So, um, but basically, like I'd said, what's throughout that whole film is when they're younger, she's at a disco and because her sister's not well, she puts the phone on and it's like, she dances literally on her own with that sort of, she puts the phone up to the music and the sister that's not well in the bed is like dancing around and they're both doing the same dance, right? So that's what I said about if you missed when I said that a few weeks ago when I watched that, it really reframed the song for me because although I do actually like the song because it's really catchy, I always pay attention to the lyrics, which I'm sure I don't need to tell anybody that's been here a while. It's everyone will notice that. Not everyone does. I had a friend years ago that was like, I never notice the lyrics. Like, I always just notice tune. I'm like, nah, I always notice the lyrics. And it's like I would always notice if someone's given like, indirect messages through songs with lyrics and stuff and that too. Whether it's other people doing it to other people or other people doing it for me or, because you never know that for definite. But it's kind of like in that one, that song has been reframed for me because actually, when I'm listening to it and I'm really enjoying it, I'm not actually listening to the bit that like someone's fucked off with someone else because that's what the song's about basically. Do you know what I mean? I'm feeling the happiness and the joy in it, so that's why I'm just like really, like I said when I said it feels like reclaiming your energy back. So I don't know if Emma ever had a bad relationship or something where she needed to do that, but like. But yeah, the whole thing is that that's her and her sister's thing. Like her and her sister got funny wee, codes and language between them and they send the voice notes and the voicemails back and forwards and like, bigging each other up. Like, you can they call each other bro, like you can do this, bro, you've got this and funny messages that you'd only share with your best friend or your close cousin or your pal, like, I've just had a shit day or blah blah blah, or do you know what I mean? Or like I held myself back from sleep with this guy, do you know what I mean? Like, because that's what she does in the film. It is funny um, as well as deeply sad. So, if you need a good cry on this cancer moon, go and get that on. And it's romantic, and it's everything I like. It's funny, it's romantic, and blah blah. Blah. It's got meaning to it, but yeah, I only clicked after I said that Emma has definitely given me that memory because it's about how close they are. And then sadly, when the sister dies, it's the sister's just lost without her. and she keeps listening to the voice notes. And then, of course, when the guy comes into the scene, she loses all the voicemails, whatever, voice, no, voicemails. And then the romantic thing that he does is he trades this card that he'd been waiting forever to get. It was like a playing card, so that I've just telling you this whole storyline, sorry, but it's still worth watching it. So that so that she can get her voicemails back. Do you know what I mean? And that's how he wins her back because he basically lied to her. Like he knew who she was when he meets her, and he makes out he doesn't. So it is quite shady, but. He's good looking, so he'd probably get away with it in real life if it was a true story. But if it was a true story, I don't know, because that's a bit creepy. If you're if you're accidentally sending your passed away sister voicemails, and some guys listen to them for ages, getting to know you and falling in love with a stranger, and then because she says in one of the voices, I just wish somebody would come and sit down to me on the bench at sunset. And I just wish it could be like a Meg Ryan movie, and like he does that. It's a bit shady, do you know what I mean? But if you see it, you're kind of like, oh, it's fine. His good intentions were there. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, they stole that storyline from that other film that I watched. With actually, it's the actor from Outlander, Sam Hurley. I don't know what his surname is. It's because that was exactly the same storyline because she's sending text to her belated husband and it's going to his work phone. And then the other one, the one I've just spoke about, she's sending voicemails to her belated sister to his work phone. So I don't know, like they could sue them because but I mean maybe not because it's not exactly the same. But I spotted that a while off. You know what I mean? But my detective thing. But I mean, you wouldn't need a detective. It's the same. It's the same storyline. Netflix running out of ideas. I did like that one I've just spoke about better than the other one though. The other one's quite good too though. That's all. That's got a lot of music in it. Like it's all about music and stuff. I can't remember because he can't hear the music because he's never fallen in love. And then when he falls in love with her, he's like, "Oh my God, I know what all the love songs mean." Um, she did, but she was very energetic as well. Well, that describes why I'm coming through like this because you saw how moody I'm being, and it's like I'm like, whoa, what is you know what I mean? So this maybe this is her. Is this her coming through this? Because I'm just like I feel she's really excited to connect, and this ain't the half of it. This is just us getting started. So I hope if you got work. Snow White and Prince Charming is always sickening. Yeah, it isn't at first. I was kind of loving it. It was really cute. They are good actors, and but it's like, oh, now it's just like, oh, fucking hell. Like, do you know what I mean? It does just get a bit, it gets a bit much. Um, so no Henry as far as I know. Yes, I would have been surprised, but you never know. So, okay, I'm going to shock you. My great great grandmother was Queen. What? She was Queen Emma. Okay, that is pretty weird because Emma isn't a queen, but she is a princess, which turns into a queen. So interesting. She was actually an Aboriginal midwife, and you can Google her name. Hmm. Wow. Yeah, I'll email me that and I'll do it. Yeah, I'll listen and give short answers. Yeah. It's not so much about short answers. It's just just confirm. Don't tell me details. But I'm not going to give you a row. I'm not going to give anyone a row if you get excited and tell me things. Because as I've said before, I've been at mediumship things, and old-fashioned mediums will be like, shouldn't have told me that. And it's like, I just think beyond being fucking rude and disrespectful, like I spoke to before, speak to people like a human being, people get excited as One Night in Heaven's just come on. I know that's really about sex, but we could make it like, if you've got one chance to connect with a loved one in spirit, you can't blame people for getting excited and, telling you too much. Like, they're not telling you everything, you know what I mean? So I hate I've hated when I've soft. I've been on receiving it. It's really nasty, actually. Some of these older mediums, some famous ones and that, they're not very nice. Sorry, just on the. That's the Mercury and Leo. Sorry, but that's the truth. Some are lovely too, I might add. I always say some are lovely, but some are not. You can work out what's what. Good luck with that, because there's a lot of false light with them too. But yeah, so I'm here to change it. Modern mystic, medium, lots of M's in it. Yeah, I'll listen to it. No, you need sleep and to relax, so don't spend all night like you normally do. Well, the thing is, it's not. I spend as long as I'm meant to. Thank you for saying that, for caring about me, but I spend as long as I'm meant to spend. It always takes about 2 hours and 20 minutes to do the sign ones. So I keep going until I get to Libra, baby, and then I get a rest. And you'll get as many live streams as I can be arsed doing, basically. Probably one a week at least, or a couple. But Bon Jovi, it wasn't that one though. Weirdly, it was. I do like that. It was. It's my life, and it's my. You know what I mean? Whereas it's my life and it's now or never. We're gonna live forever. My voice didn't crack. That was quite good, guys. Considering I'm not a man and I don't claim to be able to sing like Bon Jovi or fucking anyone. Like normally I thought I was gonna crack, but I'm pretty impressed with that. I'll see on the way back, but it felt alright doing it. But that's kind of like if you were drunk singing or at karaoke or dancing. Yeah, I'm looking fucking amazing. And then someone's caught you on camera and you're like, oh. And it's like, oh, I'm caught on camera a lot of times. So that's the method behind I've done that many and I don't watch them back. Who cares? It's like yesterday's chip paper. But yes. So do you know the one I mean? The dance song. It's like it's my life. Who cares? But that's all I know. I don't know the words to the other one. Oh my God, that's a great song. That yes, that's she wants you to listen to it and definitely watch that film because you'll get what I'm saying, or at least go and watch a clip of it or something. The clip will be probably quite sad and give you the whole storyline because I've seen the clip that, but it's and the ending scene is my absolute favorite in that film because the guy is asking. So spoiler alert if you want to watch it. I said this before, but the guy is asking for a sign so I feel this is still relevant because I feel either you've been asking for a sign from Emma because I basically told you to do that, or look, nose getting itchy, or like maybe your sister because I'm being guided up now. I'm being guided up to the bird. That's my sign for a best friend in the spirit world. Good friends lift you when you forget how to fly. I know everybody knows what it says by now because I've said this for years, but in case anyone's new, because I had somebody ask me that once. I think we all know now that. Not in a rude way, it was someone I knew well, but you know what I mean? And it was kind of like, no, I'm saying it because you know, but people are new. Do you know what I mean? So just in case other people are wondering, I'm sure people know that, but um, what was it? Give me it back. Yeah, the end scene, he's like, right, and he says to the sister who's, that's ridiculous that I was about to forget what the sister was called, and the film's called Voicemails for Isabel. Yeah. So he was like, right, Isabel. I'm dating your sister. It's going well. I'm going to ask her to move in with me, or I'm going to ask to move in with her. Give me a sign that you're okay with this. And she's whatever somewhere else over the other side, and she's leaving the last. Oh, I'm getting chills. She's leaving the last voicemail to her sister that she's been leaving for a year, saying he's a really good one. I really like him. It's mad. I just said that Mallin's numbers. Um, and I think this could go somewhere. And I'm really happy, and this is going to be my last voicemail or something. And it's quite sad. And so they're both, he's saying that to her, and they're both speaking to the sister basically, right? He's doing it more like he is being genuine, like, but he's like, give me a sign. And then that's when you hear and that song starts. I just Right, you know what I mean? Robin, It's so funny how they're reviving Robin. What the fuck's this all about, eh? But because I said on the other film that I watched too, that her songs in that too, there's something strange about that. They've probably put some dark hypnosis. Here we are loving the Robin comeback. They've probably put some dark hypnosis in all the Robin songs. I might not be joking, that may be true. But will just protect us. I'm liking the song anyway. People are just, protect us if that's true, because it is a bit strange. Because I mean, that song I'm sure that was like when I was like a young teenager, so fuck knows, but Robin's still on the go anyway. But and then yeah, and then he looks up at the sky and he's like, "Well played, well played." And then though, right, it gets even better. Like he walks over to her, and then she's doing the dance, like from when she's like 13 or something, looking like a fanny. Let's face it, like it's a dance from that you've made up. Like it's like I made up a dance to Spice Girls with my pal at the time, who was also called Claire actually. Um, we made up a dance to Wannabe and we thought we were pure amazing. Like I thought it was pure amazing too because she was like from another part of Edinburgh. I met her at school camp and we were like that, and she was really hard too. So I was like, "They fucking mess, right?" My pal Claire, okay. This girl was. Wouldn't it be funny if she found me on here? She was absolutely stunning. Honestly, I still remember now. She had massive blue eyes, big lips, and she was really beautiful. And she was really tiny. And I was quite small too because I still am. But she was really tiny and with like lovely like white blonde hair. Um, and then I lost touch with her. It was a shame. I lost touch with her, but she was lovely. We were really close. And but anyway, we made up this dance. Or shit, wait a minute. I'm actually thinking, was it me and her? Was it me and my other pal? I think it was me and her. I think it was me and her. But anyway, it's kind of reminded me of that. So it's like, imagine you made up a dance and you're like 13 and then you're kicking about doing it in your 30s because they're meant to be 30 in that film. I'm like, there's no danger she's 30. She's probably in her 40s because I'm sure she's the same age as me because I saw her in a film with Zac Efron and he's either it's ages a bit younger, a bit older. I can't remember. He certainly looks older. But he used to be lovely. I don't know what the hell he's done to his face. I don't. I think he's a clone anyway, guys. Anyway, moving on. But um, where the hell was I going with that? I think I'm going to blame this on Emma. I'm not into blame and shame, but I'm going to blame this on Emma. It's like this is very excitable energy, but it's quite entertaining. We could blame Mercury and Leo too. I think it's a combination of both. But it's better than the bad mood I was in. It's taking me out of the bad mood. Um, because it honestly isn't even worth being in a bad mood. So I'm glad I'm coming out of that. Where did that? Why did I get to that? Oh yeah. So she's doing that dance and then he joins in. He starts doing it with her. So they both look like a bunch of fannies basically. And it's you know what I mean? It's without I got it. It's just kind of like it is cute because it's like she feels on her own now that her sister's gone. Because you don't in the film, that's the one thing I clocked. She doesn't, it didn't seem like she had any friends. Like, because she was really focused and she's a chef and that was her best friend, and then her sister died, and then it's so again. I hope this has got nothing to do with like. I hope that's not relevant with your Emma somewhere. Like, first of all, just clarify. I knew you were going to say that. I did feel that because do you know why? I wish I'd said it. I was tempted to say my great grandmother was Isabella. So look, Isabel is a family member's name as well. Of course it is. Of course it is. You see the ways that you get me to just chuck the names out. It's hilarious. And did you clock that I also said Sam as well? Like, so does Sam come in anywhere? Sam or Jamie? Because it's like what else? Because of Outlander. Because that's the what do you call it? I can't say his surname. Um, and uh. I can't say her name. That's Chopra, who's now been found out to be a fraud. That's his daughter, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that was his daughter. In that film. It's called Love Again, I think. I think that one's called Love Again. Um, so I asked a few questions there. I knew you were going to say something about the recording too, right? So I think quite as long as it makes sense to you, I don't care if this makes no sense to anyone because it'll bits and bobs will even if it might be entertaining, but I felt me blurting that all out really fast. There was going to be bits and bobs in it, so I'm just going to go through it and see what you answered here. So Isabel was something. Um, Yeah, I know there may be stuff that I don't get, but I'll have her sister listen to this anyway in case. All right, well, hello, Emma's sister. Hello, Rebecca. I'm all about the lyrics, yeah, I am too. But the point is, with that song, I'm not, because if you listen to the lyrics, it's miserable. She's dancing about in a club and she's watching somebody that she wants to be with get on with someone else. It's not the best. That's why I didn't like the song, because I wouldn't even fucking doing that anyway. I'd be getting myself right out of there. Why would you want to see that? Yeah, but I have work and running or an hour and half asleep, and I'm okay. Oh my God, Tinny. And Isabel's the family's name. Oh wow, my mum has me and Emma on video. She recorded me and Emma and her other cousin Joanna dancing, making up a dance to song. Thank you. Right, that makes sense because I'm like, why am I talking about somebody that was friends with when I was 13? And that's obviously what she was trying to do. What would have been even better is, wait a minute, I've just clicked. It was you that I was talking about, salt and pepper. Remember, that was just a couple of weeks ago. Remember, I'm sure it was you. It was someone where salt and pepper had come on my Spotify. And I was saying, oh, I was like dancing in my room as I was getting ready. And someone anyway was like, oh, I like that too. I think it was you. That was her trying to come through. It was a great, great aunt named Isabel, and my cousin named his young daughter the same name. Ah, is it amazing, right? Okay, so I asked her for memories. She gave us some, but she gave us some in the form of me talking about that film. So I'm teaching people at the same time. Um, I'm just trying to backtrack to some of the things I said. So yeah, Salt and Pepper concert coming up, and it came. Oh yeah, hello, my God, Salt and Pepper concert coming up, and it came on while you were talking, and they're like, there you go, that was her. That is so amazing. So that's what you're going to, and. So so she's excited about you going to that then, obviously. That's so cool. And like, because Salt and Pepper's been coming on my Spotify a lot. Um, I just want to go back to when I was saying about, in that film, how her and her sister are like that. Is that how her and her sister were? Like, and I'd imagine, not all, listen, like, let's not all be all sweetness and light. It wouldn't always be like that, that sisters are really close. Like, I love my sister, she loves me, but we don't do everything together. We're really different. I'm really open about it. She would say it too. Like, we're closer now, actually. We're closer. It's the kids that brought us together. But do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, but that's not what that film is like these sisters are like best friends, done everything together, and then the girl feels totally lost when this your younger sister dies. So obviously there would have been a period where Rebecca was really, beside herself with her sister. But did she, was it particularly like feeling really, really lost? And like, what I mean, were they that close that you could have friends, but that was like your best friend because that's what I'm saying. Like in that film, like you don't see any of those that girls. There's no friends like crowding around that girl to support her. Like even at the very end of the bit before the scene I just described at New Year, like she goes to her favorite place to get whatever her favorite food is. She's sitting on her own on New Year's Eve, and then that's where he goes in and he bursts in and does the big romantic speech that. Again, I just love that in those films. But his one was good. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not shit, that film. Because it's kind of like, look, I'm not perfect and I'm broken, but it's kind of like I love you and all this it's better than that. It's better than that. And she's like stuffing her face and she's like, and he thinks she's going to say no, and she's kind of like, it's just funny. Um, but and also, so I mean, is there anything with what I was, when I'm going on about all this romancy stuff and that, is there anything of that coming in? Yeah, Salt and Pepper and I also mentioned Boys to Men in one of the lives too. That's hilarious. We've come to the end of the road. I can't, I've not got the tune, but and I can't let go. And it's not, yeah, I don't really like their songs to be honest, for a bit. Probably do like some of them, but it's not, is that even them? And her older sister, the three of them had a close relationship, especially for the past, but Beck was very close and she did. Yes, right. This is, so I'm sorry to hear that. Rebecca, Beck, Becca, whatever you go by. Oh yes, I think God, that's so. I'm just thinking that was so crazy how they got me to mention our Rebecca to say that. And then also, can I? I'm wondering, I can say that I remember I said that because I don't like saying people's names, but the other way she was trying to tell me is I'm talking about my cousins. And the cousin I'm saying really close with, I'm talking about another cousin, but my cousin's actually Becca too, so there's more confirmation. So how funny is that? Um, and she goes by Becca rather than Rebecca, so that's really quite clever as well. Um, She did have a partner who was not good, and it broke her heart, and never had another right. Okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense of what I was saying because what bit was that when I was saying that? I can't remember what bit, but I remember I said, did she go for it? Because I was only getting it from the song because that song is very like, like I said, it's like, well, someday it's quite insensitive because, the whole song is like, I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Whoa, I'm right over here. You know what I mean? Get your salute in. Fucking grab your pals and go to the next pub. You know what I mean? Don't fucking sit and watch him. Like I'm saying, that's why I got, I feel it wasn't a very nice boyfriend or romantic connection of sorts. I didn't get the feeling with homing in on the lyrics on that bit. Um, but yeah, I did really feel there was something with how lost the girl feels in the film. So I'm really sorry to hear that. And that's why she's wanted to come through. That's the main reason is how down her sister is. And she, oh my God, that's making me want to cry. Remember, I don't think I said that at the start of this, but I was going to say when I came on, honestly, I always, this is, can I just say, before I finish the message, this is how real astrology is, right? And I know I say that 2 million times a day, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Um, this is how real astrology is with what I've said about Cancer Moon being emotional and it being a Monday and it nearly being an eclipse. Without fail, I think there's only been a handful of Cancer Moon lives where I haven't cried. So that's how, that, and it's again, it's Cancer Moon's emotional anyway, especially, no one needs an excuse to cry right now, right? But in my chart, it hits a really emotional place. So I'm just sort of pointing that out, but I'm just saying it's like I wanted to cry there. So I've got no problem with crying, right? And especially when I'm doing the mediumship, because I feel it that deeply, I do cry. Another thing that can be frowned upon in old school mediumship, give a fuck, go and fucking do it your way then. I'm doing it my way. But it's, I feel the emotion of it because I feel your sister. I'm sure she's going to if she watches it, but I feel Emma really wants her to listen to that song. But it's not going to make as much. It's not going to pack as much of a punch if she hasn't watched that film first. So she has to watch Isabel, whatever voicemails for Isabel first. And I guarantee you, Rebecca, when you watch this, please watch it when you're in the right frame of mind because you're going to bawl your eyes out because I bawled my eyes out and I said because it reminded me of several things, like a friend in the spirit world, one of my guys that I'm very close with, but also it triggered memories of I had a friend when I was 4 that died. That, I'll never know what we would have been like because you know what I mean? So it's like I feel them, that's who I think of when I think of that song. Um, so, but because that's your actual sit, I just feel that it's a bit like, my sister's keeper. I mean, I hyperventilated when I watched that. I was like, I almost couldn't watch the end. I was like, this is like unbearable. It's one of these things where I like watching sad films, or The Fault in My Stars, or what's that other one? Oh my God, 5 foot apart as well. That's so sad as well. And actually, I haven't mentioned that film for a while. I bet you that's, if I don't say it on the next one, that's going to come into the next, because that's the one where he says she watches a thing after he's gone, spoiler alert, and it's like, I'm your biggest fan. And like they're in the same words, but he's been watching her on YouTube, like documenting how she feels about her illness. And it was and I remember that and that was actually this is how good my memory is. It was a Cancer Moon and I remember crying because I do think that was like a message for some divine feminines that your person's been watching you and they're your biggest fan. um because that was from that film and anyway that was really sad as well. And it was ridiculous too because it came out before the pandemic, I'm pretty sure, and they're all wearing the face nappies and it was like they were obviously that's what's a maybe did it actually. No, it did. That's what's weird. 5 feet apart, and it came out before that all happened, and they're weird. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that was the weirdness. Like it didn't come out after, yeah, because they're not 5 feet apart because of the pandemic. It was because they had, I can't remember what the illness is called, but it was yeah, it was something to do with that. Oh my God, my sister's keeper is something we would all always say to each other, well, there you go. That's so remember, it's not a coincidence. That's her bringing through the evidence. That's why I'm speaking fast, because if I start slowing down, it'll start going, you know what I mean? That's how it's coming through. Um, that's why I don't care. Like, I'm not being horrible. I don't care if other people don't get this. Like, it's almost like it's a personal reading. Um, it is a personal reading right now. Do you know, other people are just watching it. You know, watch. It's like, you know, because again, mediums, most mediums aspire to be a platform medium on a literal platform, but this is how I do it, you know, and this is the way I've not got a desire. I feel there'll be a couple of times in my life where I'm on an actual stage, maybe more than that if I get a feel for it. I do feel I will do that at some point, but I'm nowhere near that just now, to be honest. I probably get like, you're a witch, you know what I mean? Fuck off. I cleared the witchcraft. Don't call me a anyway. um, um, yeah. So it would be nice if there's a wee bit more gratitude for the way I help people. And on that note, thank you for giving me that review. Was oh, I can't speak. Today was extra speedy at giving me a review about one of my shamanic journeys. So I was very grateful because that is one of the free things, the playlist that among all the lives that I provide people that they wouldn't even need to book a session. And that's what I mean about, do you know what I mean? It's people are getting praised out there for doing God knows what, and like there's people like not just me, but there's me and other people fucking knocking her pan in, and I don't really get that much gratitude for what I put out. You know what I mean? But it's my fault for however much I put out. Like I'm not blaming anyone else. I don't like I said I don't like blame, but it does make a difference when I'm not talking about you guys, by the way. It's like just in general. It's sorry, sinking in, sinking into the Cancer moon again. Like I said, I'm on the verge of tears, so it's either going to be Emma's messages that make me cry, or um, wait a minute, where have I got to here? And I'm sorry your partner broke her heart as well. Oh, she was known as Becker Baker. Um, Still known as that. She's here, is she not? Yeah, no, you said she was going to watch it. I was like, yeah, yeah. Um, Yeah, it wasn't a good one, although her older sister had a very toxic ex-partner too. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I was an absolute mess crying yesterday, which was my Monday, and it's now Tuesday, but wow. Oh, it's still, I'm like, what? It's not, it's still our Monday, it's your Tuesday. God, timing's crazy. But wow, Monday was something just for, yeah. Again, there's something in there. I'm telling you, this is what gets stirred up. People that don't believe in it, like, equinox, whether it's equinoxes, look what happened. I'm nearly off a fucking 600-foot drop. That's not a coincidence. And eclipses are even worse, actually. So don't mean to scare people, but it's true. You know, bad energies get together and put out bad juju. So if you can pray and think good thoughts and, just send nice energy out to the places that need it and, forgive yourself and all this kind of stuff, then that's going to help the energy of the planet because that's what Cancer Moon is actually about, the Mother Earth and Pachamama and everything. Um, hey, they need to see how good you are in real time. I don't mind people seeing and hearing the truth coming through. Thank you. Um, um, right, what else? She just pulled me to something that says joy over there. Uh, I've got that song in my head, like, the lyrics to the I'm in the corner, watching you get. I feel one of you, now I don't know if it's you or her sister, I'm more leaning towards her sister. Someone's like actually got like a voicemail. Like, with her, obviously with her leaving a voicemail. Maybe a voice note though, because I keep getting mixed up between voice note and voicemail. So that might not be something you can confirm right now, but because that would be something that you would want to treasure if you had something like that. That song is stuck in my head as well. Oh God, I know it is really catchy. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm not kidding when I'm saying that could be dark hypnosis. Like, again, I'm not kidding. It could be. So I'm fucked if it is, because I'm wanting to put it on all the time. I don't put it on that much. I need. It was good to put it on today, and you know. But I am joking when I say that. It is something a bit strange. Like, why are those songs? Why? I will have to find out, but it wouldn't surprise me one bit that they would have it. Yeah. Like, I think it might be something quite funny or something. Because the sisters' voicemails are funny, you know what I mean? It's like, you can do it, my dude, go out and get him. And, and it's like really sweet stuff. Like, like, you're. You're the baddest bitch out there, and like you've got this and all that kind of, what I mean? Things like that, like uplifting, kind of funny, kind of, or like, your own wee sort of coded language that not other people would get, or they think that's a bit weird. Why are you saying brother when it's your sister? Like, you know what I mean? It's my sense of humour, though, to be honest. That's probably why I thought it was funny. I do think that character in that film's quite like me, because she's quite. She just spits, she just says it. Like, she says what other people don't say. So I don't know if maybe Emma was like that too, or maybe, but it's something. Maybe, because sometimes when people in the spirit world like to come to me, it's because they were like that too. Um, oh yes, that's something Emma and her sisters would do. Yeah, yeah, I felt that. I felt her saying that to me. But yeah, her sister has to watch that film, then listen to the song, and she'll probably associate the song like I do. Because she might, I wouldn't even, I wouldn't even be surprised if Rebecca, maybe, I think a lot of girls in particular would get what I'm saying about not liking that song. Like reminding you of somebody that's done something like that or something. Or like just an ex or something because of the words. So reframe it, sisters. You can tell. I think Mars is conjunct my Vesta or something. It's like woohoo. That's about the sacred flame. That's a lot to do with my twin flame calling, but it's also like fiery woman. Emma would speak her mind and say whatever she felt. She didn't give a damn if it hurt anyone. She would speak her mind. Right. Well, I wouldn't like to describe myself like that. So, but I don't need to be exactly the same as Emma. I'm blunt, but I'm very kind and caring and yes, I wouldn't just say anything, but when I'm doing my work, which is this, and I'm delivering messages, yeah, that's how I deliver the message because that's how it's coming out. Because that's the type of medium I am. It's like I've said that before, like when I was at a Gordon Smith thing, like God, it was actually 10 years ago this year. And oh my God, wait a minute, that's too freaky. It's a Cadbury's advert and the phone flashes up baby sis. Was Emma younger than her? Or was she younger than like who's the younger sister? Oh my God. See, look, I'm going to take a picture of this. Like, as I'm doing this, that's a bit strange. Um, but cool. But yeah, anyway, the point in that, I've told this story loads of times, but the person that came through to me, it was because I was holding the bracelet. And what I got from the bracelet was that the woman who's owned the bracelet was really pissed off at someone. And anyway, we won't go into the whole story, but I think we're safe when it was 10 years ago. It was spot on. And I swore as well. I was like, I looked at Gordon, I said, can I swear? And he was like, you do you, Claire? And I swear to God, I was the only person there that swore because it's like nobody else was really like that. It's all lovely people, but there were certainly no swearing mediums. And I was just kind of like, but it made sense. That's why they came to me because they wouldn't have made like the woman was pissed off. She was like, and she was quite polite, but she was like, You've nailed that because the women, that is how I'm feeling about the person. The woman was somebody was really annoying her, and she was quite pissed off. So that was quite pretty. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, but like I said, I judged myself. I thought, fuck that. You know what I mean? It's I don't swear this much all the time. It's because it's Mercury and Leo's going to make me swear tons. It is what it is. That's the beauty of when you accept yourself. You don't really care what other people think. As long as you've got good intentions and a good heart, if people want to judge you and, paint a different picture, then that's their problem. It's not yours. Just shine even brighter. They can get the shades. Never mind the shades for the eclipse. You can get the shades for how Bright, I'm gonna turn the light up in me. But don't get in your ego kind of vibes, but you know what I mean? But it's, you got to keep it in balance. But that's where you got to watch when you got shady fuckers around you. If you're just shining, having fun, doing what you do best, like that's what I'm doing right now. That's why I don't care. Like I don't care how fast it's coming through, as long as it's making sense to the person I'm talking to. I don't care because they're speaking through me to give the message, to give closure and peace and healing and love. Couldn't care less if people think it's weird or witchcraft. Don't care. It's peace, it's love, it's healing, it's closure. Fuck off, people that have got the shitty stuff to say, is what I say to that. Boom, drop the mic. Boom, drop the tiny mic that I forgot to put on. And I think that's Emma coming through me like that. It's what I would say too, but it is her coming through like that's how she's coming through. It's quite funny too, actually, because I keep saying this, like I still haven't checked this, but one of my close friends has a friend in the spirit world, and I honestly keep thinking her name might be Emma. I really don't know, but I feel she was the exact same sort of energy. So I'm just sort of acknowledging that because when I keep saying this might make sense to other people. Um, Yeah. I think Emma's just giving these little signs is just huge and beautiful just to let the girls know she's still yeah, it is. Oh my fucking god, wow, now Becca's younger. Yeah. Baby sis. So that's her wanting to might the phone might let me show you it. But I mean I'll post it. Yeah, you can't make that out, can you? Um No, Emma swears like it's going out of fashion. Right, that would make sense because I was kind of judging my swearing a little bit more than what I usually would. Like, oh my god, I can't stop it. I'm just so you see what I mean? This is what I mean. People might think I don't care about that. I actually do. I've got my Aries in the house of Virgo. Like I generally don't care, but I'm like, why am I swearing so much? But it's because it's part of the message. Yeah, it's fine. It says baby sis. I'll post that. I'll post that after. Um, right. Right, so we've established it's your cousin, we've established other family members. She's given the memories weirdly but cool through the films and the songs. Is there anything else you want to give? That song, oh, oh, I know that something good is gonna happen. That's for you to me. And it's also for her sister. Like, you know what I mean? It's like there's brighter days around the corner. And she's pulling my eyes to him, so look at that. God, that this is ridiculous. I do need to take those cards down, but I mean, the reason I'm keeping them up is because I only do this in here, and well, it's not strictly speaking true. When my pals up, we do sit in here and watch telly, but you know what I'm saying? It's like they've come in so handy. What's the point in taking them down now? But it's just funny that my birthday was April and it's August. But it's it's the card that says I'm so lucky. It's like she feels so lucky to be connected to so many amazing women. And it's like, it's she's happy in the spirit world and she just wants all of you to be happy. And that's why it's like it might only be a song, but it's like there's the I've look, fucking analysed to the hills what I took from that film, but I really do feel, and when I say really do feel it's coming through stronger, it's going to mean something completely different to like to you, Tini, and to Becca, and her other sister. You know what I mean? It's because I do think you'll end up associating that song with the film and then thinking of her. Um, Now I'm wondering now if this doesn't make sense, this could be leading into me doing the next live stream. But like before she died, can you think of anything that was like a big mix up or something or a big annoying um like miscommunication or an argument or something, or like someone painting a picture that wasn't true and kind of something like that. I know those that have spat out a load of things, so I'll just wait to see what you say. I knew it's Emma making you swear, and I was laughing because you don't ever swear like this, and I picked up on that. Terry, you've been here just shy of a year. I think other people would disagree. I know what you mean though. Yeah, I do swear, but I don't usually swear that much. I try to, basically, I used to, but I try to cap it because I don't like it's not nice. I try to cap it. Because, like I always say, I always make it clear I don't swear around my nieces. Like, I'm not an angel, guys. Like, I might have stubbed my toe or something or broke something in front of them and accidentally said shit or something. God, they don't let me forget if I do. I said this before, but they're at that age where it's like, they'll just instantly say the word and I'll be like, you're not meant to say that. I'm like, I can't remember what I said. But I was like, you've just got to say to like, I don't know. You sound like a hypocrite. I'm allowed to say that. You're not. I always say something like, look, now you know I didn't mean that. That's not a good word. And sorry you heard me saying that, but I don't know. Sorry. Moving on, distraction. But again, as I say all the time, there'll be plenty of people watching this is like, listen, my kids, like some people don't care. And look, who cares? I'm not judging anyone, right? Like I do care and I don't. I personally I'm just being I don't think it's nice. I don't think it's nice to swear in front of kids, right? I don't. But they're gonna hear it. They are gonna hear it in the playground and things. So you do. People need to do what they'll do. But um whatever, basically. So I will have to listen to the song. I don't know if I've heard it. But I thought you just said you were singing the lyrics. What lyrics were you singing in your head? Right, I think she might be sort of fading off now, but so can you oh wait a minute, here we go. This is the delay. The argument is making me think because I do remember something happening, but you don't need to give me too many things that are personal if you don't think there's family will be wanting, but I do just think there's something relevant, but just honestly can't think. But it'll come to me, and the sisters will remind me after watching. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I do just feel there's something with that. I could give more detail about that if it was personal, but I'm not guided to go into that. Um, this is random, right? But I feel like now to me, this is one of these things that the spirit world do have a habit of doing that. It's I feel like I was seeing something to do with like a backpack because now I'm swear to God, I've never even seen that, but I'm hearing backpack, backpack. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've never even seen that. That was hilarious. But what's that again? Is that Dora the Explorer? Backpack, backpack. But I'm sorry, I'm pissing myself laughing because I actually had a backpack on. Because I just worked out when I stayed at my best pal's on the weekend that I kept putting things in my giant handbag and like I was giving bruises on my shoulder and stuff. And I worked out, I was like, oh yeah, my mum was like, you can borrow my backpack if you want, because I was going to take my case. I thought it's a bit extra when I'm going overnight, like a couple, it's a couple of, well, 90 minutes away in a train. I'm only going to watch Pretty Woman and staying overnight and coming home. Do you know what I mean? But we need our stuff. And so then I was like, oh yeah, I've got that backpack. Like, it's a bit cute. It's like a wee denim one kind of thing. But I don't know. When I was asking for a memory, I felt like she was showing me a bag, and like specifically like a backpack. And I feel like I mean like a school bag. That's what I mean, rather than backpack. I feel so. I've no idea. I wonder if like when you were younger or something, like maybe you had a school bag that she wanted, or she had one that you admired or something, or this could be a memory for her and her sister or something. I don't know, but I feel it's something like that. It's like because the kids go back to school here on Wednesday too, so I feel there's a wee synchronicity there with that. Like, and also because it's funny, like I have definitely cleared myself of my worrying shopping addiction I had for a while. And like, but I always put things in the trolley, like I'm always putting things in the trolley. And it was like an Adidas backpack that I thought just the next time I'm going with my pals, and it was like I liked it. It was like kind of pinky color. And it's like I realized it was like a school bag, but I was like, I'm not gonna fuck, I want it. Do you know what I mean? And it's like my inner child's like, I want that. But it's kind of funny because it's like I could tell. I think if I do end up getting that, which I probably won't, my niece would be like, I want that. Um, they're so funny. Like they just whenever they like something, like I showed them, I got a dress the other day. Like I just got on eBay and it was like I showed them and my oldest niece was like, oh, that's gorgeous. They always just want me to find it for them and their size, like it's that easy. But um. Oh my fuck! Oh God, you're kidding me! Oh my fucking God! I was always called Dora the Explorer because I was always traveling. Oh, that is so funny. Good one, Emma. That is hilarious. Because I've never even seen Dora the Explorer. Oh, this has just topped this reading and evidence. I'm crying with happiness and laugh. See, she wants you to be happy. My school bag I still had for years. I would take it. Sorry, that's not even that funny, but it is funny. Do you know what I mean? It's funny that she gave. That's really funny that she gave me. I've got tears in my eyes. That's funny that she gave me that. Because when I was like, give me a memory, right? And it was like, I just saw a backpack, and I'm like, and then she started singing backpack, backpack. And then I saw the, and then I saw that, yeah, then I saw that I had a wee backpack on when I was going like not very far along the road. Oh, that's so funny. See what I mean? That'll be why I took my backpack literally to go with my mum and dad's for only 2 nights. But let's face it, I could have fucking just not took, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna not take stuff, but I could have just like took the essentials in the handbag because my handbag's like Mary Poppins. They remind me it's Clary Poppins. It's crazy. The handbag is so heavy by itself. That's so funny. She had the same bag, but it wasn't pink, it was the black. You're not going to believe me now. That's freaky. See if I was really on the ball, because this is what I mean. I'm a perfectionist, right? Especially when it comes to a mediumship. So, other budding mediums out there, please don't be this hard on yourself. I'm just a perfectionist. Um, Basically, the only two backpacks oh no, actually, the three backpacks I have in my virtual thing that I probably won't buy any of them. There's two black ones and there's a pink one. Crazy. Not kidding you. And actually, in because one's on a catalogue and it's like it's a pink and a black one. I'm trying to decide between the pink and the black one. See, I might not even get them, and it was just evidence. Because the reason I just want the pink one because I want it. So that's obviously my inner child. It'll go with fuck all. Literally fuck all. In the summer, it'd go with like my denim jacket or something if I'm going on the train with my pals. Can't really think what else would go with. Don't really care, but I mean, my winter jacket's like a kind of greeny colour, and yeah, it wouldn't go in, but I want it. And but that's why I was leaning towards black because then it would go in the summer and the winter. I was trying to be practical, but I was like, I want the pink one. But I just, but the denim one I've got is fine. So, but again, it might have just been evidence. Hilarious. Um, oh, Emma, I absolutely love you, and she loves you too, and all of you. And so feel the love. Feel the love, sisters. Literally, her sisters and her cousin. But you see, that's quite interesting because that, like, when I was saying that, that's like me, like oh God, so my cousin that I'm like best friends with, that would appreciate if she wanted to text me back telepathically, cousin. She won't be watching it. Well, she might. So I think sometimes she watches on this live. I don't think so. She's busy, but she'll get back to me. But she fucking better get back to me, or I'll be calling her. And I don't call and text people, but I'll do that to her. But it's I don't even do that. See, I'm that polite. I don't even do that to her. If I text and I wouldn't even call. I would just depends if I was worried or something. But so she's like, just trying to think. She's 4 years younger than me, and then my other one is exactly 10 years younger than me. And when us three are together, like we're so close. Um, and we always were. Like I've got a picture, like so this might still be evidence. Like I've got a picture that was like I was in the middle, and like they two were either side of me, and we were on the floor with the duvet, like watching Disney films. Um, and so what was really lovely was when I went to London in the summer, I was with my cousin and her wee daughter, and so and because I've only met her daughter when she was younger, because she's only I think she's 3 or she's 4. I think she might be 4 at the end. Yeah, I think she's 4 in November. But she was just like she was obsessed, obsessed with me, kind of like just look. She just wanted to whatever couch I sat on, she wanted to sit beside me, and she just reminded me of my wee cousin at that age. Because although she's only a few years younger than me, I always think of her. I always call her my baby. I always call them both my baby cousin, and they're older now, obviously. But we always see them at that age, so I think that's what Emma's saying as well. You know what I mean? It's like these memories are precious that you have with your cousins and your sisters and stuff. You know what I mean? And obviously that backpack one's quite hilarious. Quite hilarious. I take it was a sturdy school bag then if you took it traveling. Because actually that might be part of this too. Like when I was leaving my pals, like the my best pal. See, I don't like saying pal, she's my best pal. I broke the zip, and I was like, I'm still not chucking that out. I love that bag. Um, I could easily replace the zip. It's just handy, eh? Denim, it goes with everything. It's timeless. Um, what else? And it's that kind of timeless energy, you know? Like I always knew that with those cousins. I thought it doesn't matter what age we are, we're always going to be this close. And it's like because we always used to say when we're younger, when we have kids, we're just going to let our kids call us auntie, and that is what we do. Well, obviously I've not got kids, um, but yeah. So, oh wow, that's insane mic drop. What bit? I can't even remember. Oh, the pink and the black cases. Yeah, I think that might be. We're coming to 5 to 10, so maybe, do you know what? Maybe it was just called Let's See If We Can Finally Locate Emma because it was just going to be an hour of Emma. And I get the feeling Emma likes that it was an hour of Emma. And I like it too, as long as it entertains you and her other family members. But, because I can feel the energy starting to settle now. But yeah, the main messages might be kind of boring, but she wants you to be happy and she wanted to make you laugh. And she made me laugh too. Like you can see, it's actually healed me, and that's what I meant by I'm being extra sassy because I'm sassy and I own it. But it's like I'm not sassy for no reason. That's the point. Like I said, that is true. Like I've done immense shadow work integration, and I never stop. It never stops, and I'm very kind and caring, but when people push my boundaries, you're going to meet that shadow, and it's like, they take a fucking piss. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't disrespect me. How dare you? Like, that's especially Leo season, and that's what I try to teach other people. Like, don't let people treat you like shit, whoever they are, however well you know them, whether they know you well or they hardly know you. Like, I can't stand it. And that's Emma's like, go you go, sister. Do you know what I mean? And that's really yeah, see now because they're pulling me. Wait a minute, Tini. Everyone else has seen this, but you've not seen it, and there's a lot of new people. She's pulling me to the picture of my first day at primary. I used to post it all the time. Wait a minute. My God, so much stuff's gonna fall. Ugh, sorry. I'm actually ten pound lighter, so it's a bit easier to move now. But I won't get. Oh, I won't show you the name. She just actually pulled me. Yeah, she's pulling my eyes to literally the picture of me and those two cousins. It's like a picture of me and the two of my cousins that I've got in a frame, and me and my wee cousin that's 10 years younger than me. Because she's, you know, we aren't like each other and we are like each other. Like we've got the same. She's in the Scorpio Rising gang, so she is. We're both very deep. You know what I mean? But she's like super duper intelligent. Like I am too, but like she in the academic way, I don't even know what her job is. She's really, but she's the one that remember, like again, like remember I think I told all of yous that we had this thing. Oh my God, see if this has got something to do with it. I'm actually going to think that's hilarious. People that were here will remember, right, that when me and that cousin that's 10 years younger went. Now, I really can't remember. It's terrible. It's either that it was after my nana's funeral, right? And we'd went out for a drink and that, after shooting. Like, I really don't. So it was either then or it was just a random night in the festival. I can't remember what one it was, but whatever it was, I think, to be honest, I think with how jolly we were, I think it must have been just a I don't think that. Yeah, I think it must have been in the festival because I don't think. I mean, we definitely would have been having a drink after my nana's, but I don't think it got messy like that. But we just were so drunk after night in the festival that we came home and we were falling over my clothes horse, right? And it was like, I don't know, one of us must have, I don't know, knocked over my pants or something. And it's like, we just started singing pants, pants. And it was like, but it was specific. It was like, diddle-doo, pants, diddle-doo, pants. And it doesn't sound funny now, but it was fucking hilarious when we were pissed, right? And so, even though that was like, I don't know how long ago, 15 years or something. Wait a minute, let's do the maths. Like, I can't be bothered doing the maths, but she was old enough to be going out, or what, I don't think it was that long, whatever. No, it could have been, though. If I'm 42, 22. Yeah, it could have been like I was 32 and she was 22 or something, but I think it was maybe even, yeah, it must be something like that. But maybe, who cares? The ages might not be right. But still, we'll say happy birthday, happy birthday, usually. Um, and but just randomly sometimes I might just send her a text with like pants diddly do and it's like it makes her day. Like or she'll just do it to me. And it's like we still know what it means. Even my other cousin wouldn't get that and she'd be like, what the hell are you on about? Do you know what I mean? Because it was mine and her thing. So I know that that's Emma's way of saying either that is what her and her sister had, that's what you and her had. Like it's like a wee sort of funny, just like something that happened on a night out that's only going to mean something to like, Emma and whoever that's about. Um, like just funny humor that's only kind of that isn't even funny, but it's funny to you two. That's funny. But anyway, this is you can't really make it out actually because it's black and white. My dad done it to make it look arty, but it's kind of what I find funny is though you can see like because it's the 80s, you can see that it's 80s early 90s. You can see it's like it's that wallpaper with like the fruit on it. You know what I mean? That wallpaper, and then it's like wood everywhere. It's just oh, lots of people will have seen that before. I'm sure I've got it in colour somewhere. But Weekend's cute. Very long hair. Very long hair. So long you could pee on it. Yeah, you can't even see my face, but it just looks the same. More wrinkles. But just like, hello, Butterwood and Belt. I'm going to be completely undiagnosed most of my life. Until I diagnose myself, because the health system's terrible and teachers don't pay attention and nobody cares. Oh dear. Sorry, sorry, bit of black humor there. Right, so yeah, but I'm sure there will be just like when I hear back. Right, yes. People call me wee Clary Pots. My mum says when I was asking my mum recently, I was like, what was that like? Your kid? She says, you're just really cute. Like, you know what I mean? You're just really cute and quiet and you know what I mean? Didn't he, you know what I mean? I just was quite good and but then, as you get older, oh, I don't think this is over. Not over yet has just came on. Maybe Emma's got more to say. That's hilarious. The song's called Not Over Yet. I better wrap it up soon though, because I need to do the other one. Um, right, what else? Right, okay. She's talking to me about euthanasia and she's talking about not wanting you to worry about the situation that's upset you and not letting it bother you too much. And she's very much around you trying to give you that healing as well. And part of the healing is laughing. Sorry, bless me. Do you know what? The line I keep hearing now from that song is stilettos and broken bottles. So, you know what I mean? That's it. And so, did her and her sisters like to go out and dance, like, when they got a broken heart? Like, fuck them, I'm away with the girls kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? It's not everyone's way, but it's some people's way, you know what I mean? Like go out to a club or something. Oh, I'm so glad she's with me. That means so much. Yeah, absolutely. Or is there a particular nightclub that you all went to or something that was like, putting the heels on? Maybe not stilettos, but heels on and like, just what dancers are like, eh? Fucking sticky. Well, that it depends where you're going. Do you know what I mean? There's definitely some shitholes in Edinburgh. Well, there is. There's some shitholes in Edinburgh. You know what I mean? There's some that you're gonna have a good time, but it's like a club's a club, eh? But some of them are kept tidy. I really couldn't tell you. I never go. So if I make it to a club when I go out the once a year, it's not a miracle. I do see it as an achievement though. And I will do that. I will be. Mark my words. I will be coming home and telling you that I danced until 5 in the morning again, and got maybe not 5. I might come out earlier because I want to get decent drunk food. And not there's this. Oh my god, I'm not naming names here, but there's this chippy that if you leave it too late and you're desperate, it was fucking boufing. And if I'm not fussy about shit like that, but it was chips and cheese, and I was like, oh no, I remember it was raining, and I was we're waiting on the taxi, and I was like, oh my god, I can't even eat these. Um, but yeah, that's maybe why I wouldn't. But then I came back and saw the sunset. That's my goal, and it was because I set the intention that I wanted to do that. I didn't want to get like really really drunk, I just wanted to drink steadily, dance with my best pal in my own wee world, with my best pal that's alive, I might add, with what I've been talking about, because that could sound like I'm just stressing. It's actual human that is here. I know yours are, I know that you're, you know what I mean. That's quite funny, man. And then I will go back to autumn winter mode and dancing in my kitchen. Um, Positive, yeah. Again, so remember, oh wow, look who I was talking. This is she was specifically talking about a situation that stressed you out. Look at the situation with a positive perspective, which I know would be hard, so we'll hold our horses with us. It's time to celebrate. You don't need an occasion to celebrate. Yeah, exactly. Like she wants you to, like, ignore the hate. Like, this is interesting because I actually literally just said that to someone the other day. Like, that is what these narcissistic fucks are in our lives to do, to try and pull you down and make you feel like shit and stop you shining and being your best when you're happy. So don't let them do it. Anyone out there, but that's specifically for Tani. She's pulling me at the joy over there again. Yeah, look, she's like, I said what I said. Came out again. Focus. Stay focused to complete your projects. Like, the people that are trying to upset you, it's a distraction. Pray. Release your worries to the angels and take time out to pray. It's basically she's saying, not worth it. Sorry, I'm just actually wanting that card for the thumbnail because I always sometimes forget to get a thumbnail for. I might not use a thumbnail, but well, I'll use a thumbnail, but I might not use one with a card. Right, Emma, are we done? I need to get on with this. Laughter. That probably nails it. Celebrate laughter. Um, um, that sounds like the sisters out the club dancing to make us all happy. We all went down Coogee to dance. You always have to get food after leaving the club when you're oh, exactly. I know. Never mind when you're leaving it. What we've done the two successful times we went out, because we don't need to relive that time, um, is like have a couple of drinks, and then there's loads of amazing like burger vans and toasty vans and that. So it just soaks a bit up. Do you know what I mean? And then still get food at the end of the night too. And actually, I've got a Hello Fresh coming that week too, because I'll be able to eat that by now, because I can eat now. Like, so I should be, you know what I mean? It's not because I'm hungry. Do you know what I mean? I'm eating my avocado and toast, so I can't use that as a excuse. Um, but I suppose I am a bit hungry because it's like, I took some chocolate from my mum and dad's, but I won't be able to eat that for weeks. But I thought I'm just going to take it and put it, put it in the fridge for when I need it. Although, now, don't tell me this is a thing. Emma, did you like chocolate in the fridge or out the fridge? Because that can be a bit of a debate. I don't like chocolate from the fridge. When one of my other best pals was here, she was like, "Oh, I love chocolate." I was like, "Nah, I don't actually." But as it happens, I did put that chocolate in the fridge because it's summer. But I like it better just as it is. Um, but yeah, fries cream. I love them. Um, I just love chocolate. There's not many chocolate I don't love. It was like when I got a Just Eat the other week there, it was like they sent me the wrong ones. Ah, that was hilarious actually. I got someone's whole ass order. Like it wasn't mine. It was like cider and fags and like no judgment, but it was like I didn't order that. It was all this shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he was like, you just need to take it and say that it's wrong. And I'm like, but it's not mine. It's like, and I was like, and so this is a good. There's a lesson in this too. I was like, I'm not taking that. It's not mine. Like you've literally picked out the wrong bag. Like I'm not taking that, right? And it was like I'm quite. This is what I mean about I'm polite and kind and understanding, but I'm not taking that. That ain't mine. Like that's not my. Like he was wanting me to take his mistake. So anyway, I was right, and he said, right, hold on 15 minutes. Wasn't obviously very happy. Went back, came back, was all the sorries and everything with my fucking bag. And then when I opened the bag, it had half the stuff missing and it was Galaxy Minstrels. I'm like, what the fuck's this shit? I would never order that, but I ate them. That was the point of that story. Does she like Galaxy? That would be hilarious if that was a thing. Um, but but yeah, Just Eat. This is not an advert for them. If anything, it's an advert against it. It's just terrible. Like you'll order things and they'll not send you half of what you ordered, and then when you try to claim the money back, they'll make out you're lying. And it's like you've got to kind of really get at them because it's like I'm not being funny, pal, but you never gave me a replacement, and that's basically you're not giving me what you know what I mean. You're stealing. So, um, but and they usually send it, but it's because if that's happened a few times, it triggers that you're at it. But I can't help it. They keep sending people that don't they're not putting the stuff in the bag. Like they're not paying attention. Fucking annoying. People make mistakes, but it's every single fucking time. Like it is annoying. Especially, I'm not being funny, but when you really want chocolate and they send you the wrong chocolate, not happy. Um, don't fuck with me, my chocolate. Do you know what I mean? That has happened a few times, and I'm like, I always actually have backup now, because at least it's always like, please God, don't be the missing thing. Be like the essential ingredient I need for the thing I'm making or something. It's like, yeah, I really should just start going back to the physical shops, but I never transitioned from when we were in the fake lockdown. Um, Oh, and I'm actually looking at this in a positive way, as I know things will work out in the end. That's so lovely. Good. Oh, wow. I know what that project is. That's collecting all my facts and documents needed to go back to court. So that just confirms my thoughts. There you go. That's her just confirming it. Thanks so much, beautiful. Lovely. Always appreciate you giving the beautiful messages from my loved ones. You're very welcome. It's been fun. I hate chocolate in the fridge, and Rohan loves chocolate in the fridge. There you go. Yeah. I don't like it either. Like, don't get me wrong, if I was desperate, I would eat it. But not desperate, but I don't like the texture. Like, you know what I mean? It's totally different. It's all hard in that. It's like I like especially dairy milk. Like no, it should be just how it is. Fair enough, you got that's what I mean. Like I did put that one in the fridge because it's going to be 25 degrees like later this week or something. So, and I'm not going to eat it for, I don't know, I might not even eat it for a month, just as long as I don't need it. But Because if I do, my weight will massively spike. So I'm going to hide that shit from myself. Um, she was chocolate out the fridge. Oh, lovely. How do you know? Um, but that makes sense because that's what I am too. So that's why she was getting me to say it. Oh, if I had to guess, I would have went with that. Like, because she was getting me to say it. Oh, I hate when they do that. I sent an email with the photos of her and her sisters and oh, I love right, okay, wait a minute, I'm gonna pose with this, wait a minute. So or maybe just that, eh? Because it was happy. Kindness. I've been talking about that too. Being kind to yourself will help you realise the potential within. So anyone else that's had a bad day or a bad weekend, like me and Tanae, be kind to yourself, laugh, celebrate life. And again, like I said, I'm just doing that anyway, because like I said, I nearly died. It was a near-death experience. You know what I mean? It changes your whole outlook on things when something like that happens. So it was a good thing. You know what I mean? Me and my mum were alive, it was a good thing. Oh, we were so close. And when it came to chocolate, we loved our chocolate. Oh my God. So see how important that was to the message. And there's me thinking it's just a wee. I knew it was part of it, but all the random stories, it's part of it. Like, amazing. Right, okay. So that she's passed on what she wanted to say. So thank you, Emma, for coming through. You've absolutely amazed me. Did you see the other picture where it's, Snow White holding Emma as a baby? And the because that was how that had Emma as well. I thought that was amazing when it just it's just crazy. It's just been coming. And like I said, like I've had emails with things like with Emma coming up too. So I think that'll die down again unless another time when she really wants to come through with a message, it will start happening again. But yes, it's been a pleasure, and I'm glad we located that Emma was for you and her sisters. And yes, love to the sisters too when they watch this, because like I said, the healing comes through my eyes and my hands, and she was very much talking through me. And the thing is, yous are the ones that are going to know that better than me. I only know it because of the little nuances of, okay, so I can be perceived as pretty out there, but that actually isn't really how I see myself. Like, but I'm still aware that even, again, you can't control how other people see you. I know what I'm like day to day, and I really do keep myself to myself. But it's just obviously when I'm out here, you can't, people can see me, and you got people that see you, and I'm doing it. So, um, but that was fun. Loved this so much. Thanks so much. I can't get backpack. Oh my God, stop. I'll be like backpack, backpack. And then is it not like backpack, backpack? Is the 25th of September significant? Because that just flashed up in an advert. Or it might be. That was amazing, that picture. It was amazing. Right, okay, wait a minute. Let me see the picture you're talking about and then we'll. Right, so hang around, people, because we're going to do Cancer and the fourth house, which is usually quite sad, which is going to be a bit of a come down after this, but. Um. Oh. Oh, God, yeah. You see that picture when you're young? That's why she was showing me that picture of me and my younger cousins. So what one's she? Oh, wait a minute, you've put it in the thing, haven't you? The middle in the last photo. Oh, that's sad. Side note, what is that thing? What is that light thing beside her sister? I'm like, it's like a heart on its side. Oh, she looks really kind. I mean, they all look really kind, but that's exactly what, yeah, that's exactly what I feel yeah. See what I mean? Oh dear, I need to put that away. That's making me cry. That's sad. Hold people tight and cherish them while you've got them. I've been watching people disappear into portals all weekend on that series, so do you know what I mean? Right, okay. So have a lovely day at work, Tani, and for anyone else for that matter, whatever you're doing. What the hell, where's this all going? So let's now do. I actually meant to sage before, but hey, we didn't need it. We'll do it now. So the perfect year has just come on. So that's what she's leaving you with. Make the rest of this year the best of the year. The perfect year. Good things are gonna happen for all of you. That all of us basically. 3rd of September she passed away. Oh, right. So well, maybe she was just showing me September then. I just caught, yeah, because I caught the whatever I said, 25th September. She was probably just so again, you see, very clever. I bet you she was just confirming she died in September. How long ago did she die? Thank you. Enjoy your night. Sending love and light. Thank you. I'll just wait and see what you're saying, and then right. So I'm going to close this, and then I'm coming right back, people, because I hardly drank any water. We're not in the danger zone now, too. Oh yeah, that's what I actually wanted to say. So I'll see, if Heather watches this on replay, or that's why I was so tired, because that was like the middle of my fast, and I didn't have a lot of energy, and it's a different kind of tiredness. Um. Oh my God, I'm absolutely cheesing. See, I just got good news. There you go. It's like little things, but it's good news to me. Right, okay, so. Oh, 2023, right. So it's only, so this is the 3rd anniversary. Right, so again, I bet you when I was saying my sister's keeper, that was. No, 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 no. Don't tell Tini! Tini, you're doing it! Don't! That's. Anyway, this is what I mean. I said I wouldn't give you a right, but stop. Stop with the details. Stop. Stop. Because I didn't get any of them. So another time she comes through, I could bring it through. So that's what I mean. No, no more. For everyone, remember that. Um, but I would say when I was mentioning my sister's keeper, she was trying to tell me that she had cancer. I missed that one. That's just good. That's good for me to know. So that's good for me to. Just trying to think if there was anything that would have made me get February. I don't. Yeah, I don't think at any point she was trying to tell me or. Um, but yeah, don't give mediums that bit. Don't if they haven't told you, don't give them those details because it takes away the wow factor. But again, this is at the same time. This is what I mean. It doesn't really matter because you already got. Yeah, I know. Because you already got the confirmation it was her, but I don't know. Just if you wanted more kind of wee things the next time she came through, you know what I mean, to not make it boring. It's good not to give those details, because I don't need them basically. Do you know what I mean? Um, it's you that needs them from me, so don't tell me or don't tell the medium in general. Do you know what I mean? Like you can talk about the memory once I've given it, but yeah, I would say me saying my sister's keeper was saying it, but. I did miss it though. Do you know what I mean? Just me. Why am I shuffling this? See, why does my heart feel so bad? Moby's just come on. Why does my heart feel so bad? That's Cancer Moon. Well, hopefully people's hearts don't feel so bad after that, because that was should be uplifting. You'd that's why I had to tell you I wouldn't normally, but I know. Oh yeah, 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 totally. Do you know what? My bad actually. I'm not giving you a row anyway. Do you know what I mean? I hope you get that. That it's just actually, I think yeah, I get it. I get where you're coming from. Actually, this is what's hard when it's a chat. I think you were right to do that because I did say my sister's keeper, so I think it's okay for you to confirm she had cancer because that, you know what I mean. But not the birthday. But you've done it, so it's fine, and it's no big deal because I'll probably forget anyway. Like I genuinely, I won't. I might not forget because I know astrology, but it doesn't matter because I mean, it's her. So, um. Yeah, that's why I had to tell you. I wouldn't normally, but I know I got so much. Oh, right, okay, you've just said what I said. I haven't read that bit, but I know I got so much confirmation from her. It was amazing. You can't get better evidence than what you gave. It was amazing. But thank you so much. Thank you. Well, again, we thank Emma because I was just the mouthpiece. And it's so bad when you're showing up in a bad mood. Do you know what I mean? I missed it when you said it as well. Yeah, but yeah, that's good. That's good that you pieced that together though, because like I said, I don't know for whatever reason I didn't. I think it crossed my mind because I was being shown people in my life with cancer, but went right over my head. It happens sometimes, you know what I mean? So, yep. Okay, she's just talking about, she just wanted to pass on a wee bit more that you're going to be free from the stress that you've had, particularly what's, happened over the weekend and the difficulty. And, with what you said to me in the email, and, the results are going to go in your favor, reconciliation, amends, past resentment, manifestation, financial opportunity, skill. Like, I basically, what she's saying is, it's like, things are going to go in your favor. So if there's oh, you didn't need to do that. Thank you so much, but you didn't need to do that. If there's an injustice and it will be sorted. Yeah, and she's glad that you done that in her child journey because it is really going to help you with the pain. Look, heartache, heartbreak, emotional pain, sorrow, grief, heart. She's saying her sisters would really benefit from doing that in her child journey too. And it's just free, girls. I'll put in the comments after. It's in the community tab as well. Yeah, look, death and rebirth, especially if any you're going through a spiritual awakening right now. So, right. And again, I just cut out the Queen of Swords. Remember to keep your boundaries with the toxic people and narcissists, because there's definitely narcissists involved as well. That'll be for lots of different people, because I'm always helping people with shit like that. Unfortunately. So, well, thank God it'll go my favourite. I need all that. I appreciate yes. I appreciate you too. And like I said, I appreciate if anyone else is willing to do what to need done, as in well, we can't control what I've done here. I love doing this, but it's the basically Tini wrote a review for Quit Playing Games with My. I think that's for the next one. Quit playing games with my heart. Quit playing games with my heart. You do you know, I love that song so much. Again, when I was 12. So did you like that or something as well? That I used to rewind the tape, you know. Those of you that used to record the charts and all that, you hear what I'm saying? Like I used to, like, you know what I mean? But I remember it would finish and I'd rewind it and I'd play it again. I loved it. How does it start again? It's like really intense, eh? It's like, oh no, I can't remember the words. It was Brian. I really fancied Brian. Um, he looks like a bad boy. He's got the two earrings and he's got a wee glint in his eye. I was like, oh, aye, Brian. He's 12 years old and I'm eyeing up Brian. Right, where's the let's see. Quit playing games with my heart. My heart. Yeah, that even in my heart I see you're not being true to me. That's it. Deep within my soul, I feel nothing like it used to be. Sometimes I wish I could turn back time. Impossible as it may seem, but I wish I could. So bad, baby. Quit playing games with my. Love it. You sing it to ruin. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, better go now, but I think we're leading in the other one. Okay, so have a lovely day, and other people, I'm just going to come off and come back on again. I just need to copy and paste the title. So thank you, Emma. Go back to your loveliness in the spirit world, and you can come and chat again when you need to pass on a message. Um, and anyone in the spirit world for that matter. And it just so happened was all about Emma tonight, and that feels like it's part of the message too. You know what I mean? She wanted to take center stage, and quite right. She's very beautiful, and she wanted to to do that. See you later. Beautiful soul, beautiful person. Right, bye.